Hey, what's up, guys? Jake here, getting back to some Alpha's Adventures demo. Looks like they added more demos, so we're gonna do Aras demo. Hopefully it's a little less creepy than Yori's, but let's get going. Excellent sand. You know what my favorite part about sand is? It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere, you know what I mean? But we gotta do anything in order to survive, you know, that's what I always say. You know, there are worlds that govern... Oh, these are the words that govern my existence, excuse me. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here. I also wouldn't be stuck fighting against this sweltering heat. I'm taking on another odd job. I'm still unsure how this managed to become my profession. Probably because you signed up, right? I'm nothing but a glorified exportation service. What is an exportation service? Do they just export stuff? Why couldn't it just be an export service? I don't know. Although within the diminishing world, a jack of all trades such as myself is in high demand. I thought you just said you were an exportation specialist. I'm getting very mixed signals here. If someone can offer me the right reward, I can get them what they want. It sounds like a pretty good job, right? It's challenging and often more trouble than it's worth, but through sheer perseverance, I've managed to become competent enough to make a living out of it. Good for you, person. I'm so happy for you. Thanks to the state of the population, it's been really tough to find work lately. I've had no choice but to travel from village to village offering my services. I've been more welcome in the newer parts than I have the old. I don't care. Long since the breakdown of society, each populated area has formed its own settlement. All of them have their own unique customs and laws which must be obeyed, some of which forbid outsiders, which I had to learn the hard way. This is the most boring world building I've ever heard and has nothing to do with this fucking desert I'm in. I'll never forget the feeling of being hunted down by an entire village. Sounds thrilling, I wish we could be playing that. But no, we're in Desert Town. I had to hide myself within a hole in the ground in order to escape my otherwise impending death. I don't think you have to specify that the hole was in the ground. I don't think holes can be other places. You can just say a hole, you know. I managed to survive by eating stray insects, and when none came, I resorted to eating dirt. I'm so happy for you. Can we get to the desert part? As for how I maintained hydration, I've managed to repress it. I had to ask someone to bring me glasses of water. It was very humiliating. I really didn't want to have to recall these memories, but I did anyways, just for your pleasure. You're welcome, world. This free time is letting my mind wander. I've got nothing to distract myself with. All I can do is wait. I'll start organizing my thoughts instead, to better prepare for the journey ahead. The details given to me for this job are sparse. All I've been told is that I'll be acting as a bodyguard for a settlement's reigning princess. Ooh, a princess! How romantic, or exciting, or fucking something. So I'll be dealing with royalty. I told myself I'd never do it again, but with the amount of goods they offered me, I'm in no position to turn it down. As opposed to all those times where you work for royalty and they barely fucking pay you, if anyone's gonna pay you well, it's gonna be royalty, you stupid idiot. Once paid, I'll be able to live comfortably for at least a year. I can hardly wait to dump this girl off and begin the new life of luxury awaiting me. So if she doesn't show up soon, I'll have to start searching for her. You agreed to meet a princess in the middle of a desert? What a poor location, just meet at a hotel or something. That sounds nice. She better not have gotten herself killed already. Yeah, that would suck. How inconvenient. I'm really counting on this job to pay off. Perhaps she's attempted to run away? If so, I'd stop at nothing to bring her back. Nothing! I don't care about anyone else's circumstance if they get in the way of my reward. We've got a really sympathetic protagonist here. I'm really thrilled that she exists. It's also really weird that there's no fucking music in this game. Just put anything, like a high-pitched whine would be better than this. I sense a presence. Damn, girl! Fuck you! Damn, fuck you. Straining my eyes, I can vaguely make out an outline beyond the horizon. With their small stature and slow pace, it has to be the person I'm waiting for. Trust royalty never to hurry themselves. Okay, write that down, everyone. Kings don't rush, or princesses, or fucking whatever. At this rate, it'd be fast for me to walk over to her and just carry her here. Although if you walked over there, you probably don't have to bring her here. You could just meet over there. So do that. I wonder if she's doing this on purpose to make me wait around for even longer. That would be rude. Oh boy, here she comes at last. I bet she'll start berating me for not sounding the trumpets upon her arrival. I didn't even bring my trumpet, so this is really awkward. Look at that music! How did she get her hair to stay up like that? That's remarkable. Her appearance is certainly one which screams wealth. Yeah, that's what the purple means. Purple denotes wealth. Write that down, everyone. That's actually true, I think. You know, I'm not a paleontologist, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's coded that way anyway. Fucking colors and shit. Putting aside the obvious decoration, her well-groomed looks are a sight to behold. Refined hair, clean nails, and her rosy complexion. All attributes of someone who hasn't worked a day of hard labor in their life. To think there are people who are still able to live like this despite the state of the world. It's incomprehensible to me, despite the fact that I was just planning to live like that in a year. But I digress. I understand now why my contractors were so tight-lipped about this job. The girl before me is a rare specimen indeed. I'm sorry, the fucking synth recorder that's playing kind of threw me off there for a second. That's the most ridiculous-sounding instrument I've ever heard. Moving on. So much so that if I weren't being paid to guard her, I'd have been tempted to kidnap her. What? How sweet. This is a really sweet girl. It doesn't surprise me at all that she has to catch her breath despite the short distance. I bet she's used to having her servants carrying around everywhere. Also, we're in a fucking desert, so maybe it's a little bit fucking hot, you fucking asshole. Don't be rude.
I offer you my humblest of apologies.
Wait, what? Why on earth is she bowing her head to me? Because she's apologizing. Listen, Alpha, listen with your ears. She's apologizing.
There were some extraneous circumstances which resulted in my failure to arrive in a timely manner.
I don't like the way this girl talks. She uses too many words. And what circumstances were they? Also, get some clothes, Alpha. They sell them. You don't need to resort to bandages.
I sustained an injury.
Oh, what? Did you sprain your ankle? How? Everything she said so far is extremely suspect. Yeah, why are you lying to me, girl? There shouldn't be anything that could harm her out here. Yeah, that's probably why she hired a fucking bodyguard, you idiot. Unless... Were you attacked? There's nothing that could hurt her, except for all the things that could attack her. I suppose those could hurt her. She'd be easy pickings for any bandit, not to mention a huge payday. Like the candy bar? You think she got attacked by a payday candy bar? That seems unlikely, but I'll let you go there, Alpha.
Heavens, no! Nothing of the sort!
Her face is telling me she doesn't want me to push this topic any further. Does she have little bells? Is this part of her shirt, or is this on the tips of her hair? Because if it's on her hair, that's pretty fucking adorable. / weird. Well, whatever. So long as all I have to worry about is her clumsiness, we'll be fine.
I know I cannot make this up to you, but I can promise you that as soon as we reach my village, I shall ensure that your reward is doubled.
You had me at doubled. Let's fucking go, girl. Is this her idea of a joke? She's taking me for a fool! Alpha is no fool. Space rapist maybe, but not a fool. I won't say anything to her for now. Despite the fact that I think she's fucking playing me for a fool, I'll let this go on. Our reaction is exactly what she's after. Well, fucking joke's on her. I'm gonna do exactly what she wants. Ha! Deal with that, female, whose name I didn't read. If she's lying, then I can confront her about it before we reach her destination. Intimidating her will be easy enough, so you think. On the off chance she's telling the truth, then I'm twice as better off. Correct. I currently have nothing to lose, except for your time, and your life, presumably. So I'll just go along with it. What's your name, by the way? I don't know her name. I have no personal interest in it. It'd just be annoying to having to keep referred to her as princess. Out here, there's no such thing as hierarchy, except for, the fact that she's actually a princess, so there is a hierarchy. Her face pales upon realizing she forgot the common courtesy of introducing herself. Yeah, you fucking rude boy! Get out of here! I also just noticed her hair is like 3 different colors. It's fucking light brown, dark brown, and I know this isn't part of her hair, but fuck it, I said 3, so also gold, and purple, so 3 rounded up to 4, obviously.
My given name is Ara. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
She's too nice, I fucking hate her, I'm leaving her in this goddamn desert. Look, Ara. I was getting pretty angry while waiting for you, but if you've injured your leg, you can't help it, can you? She seems relieved by my words.
I greatly appreciate you being so understanding. Is there nothing truly nothing? I don't know how to speak English. I can do to repay your kindness? Maybe you could give me English lessons while we walk through the fucking desert. That would be so kawaii.
I don't know why she's so keen to be forgiven by the likes of me. Probably because she knows you could snap her in half like a fucking payday. Thinking about it, there's only one thing she can do for me right now, and that's make out. Heyo! If you want to make it up to me, then could you show me your leg? Oh, baby, that is hot AF. Wow, okay. I was joking, but that is hot AF. Huh, I didn't expect her to comply so quickly. Without hesitation, she slightly lifts up the hem of her dress to expose the injury beneath. Let's just ignore this area right here. That's inappropriate. Let's focus instead on the ketchup she smeared on her leg. So this slowed him down, but they didn't fucking bandage it? Is there no one else with her? Is she alone? Did this princess just wander through the goddamn desert to meet me? I glance over her extended leg. The rays of the sun beat down on her skin, giving it a lustrous shine. I don't know why, sometimes I just can't fucking read. Those bells were actually on, like, a single fucking strand of her hair. This is fucking ridiculous. How does it even hold? Wouldn't that make her hair really heavy and awkward? I don't fucking know. I'm slightly jealous. I could never measure up to her beauty. Alpha's being way more restrained in this game than she was last time. If this was the other game, she would have already, like, grabbed her pussy and, like, shoved her head in her tits or something ridiculous like that. Wait, what am I thinking about at a time like this? I can admire her later. Yeah, or just fucking take a picture, it'll last longer. For now, I need to focus on tending to her. Ooh, baby. Even by my standards, this is quite the cut. How'd she cut herself in the fucking desert? Is she carrying a knife and she just accidentally whoopsie-daisy sliced her thigh open? Thankfully, the wound isn't set too deeply, but the blood flow could lead to an infection if not dealt with properly. Whilst I do have a water supply, it's strictly limited to my prior calculations for this journey. Alpha does not seem like the type to do calculations, but okay. If I don't stick to it, we'll run out, and that equals death. Why did we agree to meet in a desert again? Is she alone? Why doesn't she have an escort? Why, if I'm her escort, why'd we agree to meet halfway through the fucking desert? Why didn't I just go to her fucking castle or whatever and walk with her from there? This story doesn't add up and is a bunch of stupid garbage. If I leave it untreated, she'll become unable to walk at a normal pace, extending her journey beyond my prepared supplies, which also equals death. Even if I were to simply carry her until we reach our destination, I know exactly how her village would react to their now crippled princess. She's a princess of a village? Am I remembering that right? Because that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Villages don't have princesses. Villages are small, and princesses, you know, are larger than that. All other options lead to death. So what's our plan? Are you gonna use your bandage torso to treat it? Please, for the love of God, do. So I've only got one choice left. I'll have to word this as delicately as I can. We're gonna have to amputate. Fucking cut it off. Please bear with me. Please bear with what I'm about to do to you for a little while. If you put up with it, I'll forgive you for being late. What, are we gonna suck it out? That doesn't make any sense. She's not poisoned. What are we about to do? Without allowing any time to think about it, I extend my tongue and trace it lightly over her wound. Look at that! Look at that fucking attention to detail. She's actually licking it. I don't see how this helps at all. In that this does not help at all. You'd be better off ripping off some of... Fucking take her useless fucking half sleeve here, wipe it up, and then use it as a tourniquet. Except you probably don't want to tourniquet it. Just fucking bandage it! You fucking weirdo. Stop licking desert women! The taste of iron fills my mouth. She's got iron blood, my god! She's one of the Ironborn. When compared to some of the things I've already tasted, blood isn't much to make a fuss about. What have you already tasted? Or are you referring to the piss and beetles we were eating earlier? Because that was fucking delicious. I know your kinks, Alpha, you sick fuck. Her body flinches slightly in response to my tongue. It's okay, we're just licking up blood. Nothing weird. Yep, you gotta grab it. To get a better grip on her, I place my hands around her leg. What do you mean to get a better grip on her? You didn't have a grip on her at all. You were just fucking licking her leg for no fucking reason, you weirdo. I told myself I wouldn't think about anything but cleaning her wound, yet the softness of her skin is distracting me. Is the coarseness of my tongue tickling her? For some reason, the thought pleases me. Because you're a sick fuck, Alpha! Go back to Desert Town, you weirdo. Oh, she's covering her mouth now, kind of. She's also winking. Ooh, she's winking coquettishly at me. How kawaii. Even though she's trying to keep her voice down, I can still make out her muffled moaning. Okay, I don't know why she's making this so weird. Like, I'm just cleaning her wound in the... You have wraps on your hand, you stupid bitch! Use these bandages! I just noticed these! Use these! They're not serving any purpose here! You fucking fuck! Stop licking people! Paying her reaction no mind, I continue to coat her wound with my saliva. Ah, yes. My magical healing saliva. Given the situation, I'm surprised at how well she's taken this so far. I had feared she'd start screaming and try to kick my face in. A natural reaction to someone licking your thigh? Actually, it probably is. It would be the most normal thing that happened so far. But, you know, here we are. For a princess, she seems pretty used to pain. I suppose it's simply the situation that's making it difficult for her. What, having a stranger lick her thigh? I can't imagine why that's weird for her. I admit, even I wouldn't know how to handle a total stranger licking my leg. It's pretty simple. You ask them, hey, can you not, please? Can you do literally anything else? Let's go to Destination Town. Let's go there. This is all for the purpose of healing her, though, so it's fine. Yeah, this isn't weird. My saliva heals wounds, so it's cool. I'm a doctor. Ah, but wouldn't it be easier on her if she stopped holding back? What does this sentence mean? What is she holding back? She's not holding anything back. Stop making it weirder. I'll pause and try to encourage her. What? If you need to cry out, feel free. There's no need to hold back on my account. I don't mind a little screaming. In fact, it gets me going. It's a little encouragement. You know, I like that. It makes me feel appreciated. So, you know, go ahead. Beg for more. Call me daddy, though. I won't judge you for it, so, you know, let your voice out, you know? Really belt it out. Seeing droplets of sweat begin to form and trickle down her face makes me wonder how little direct exposure to sunlight she must have had. She met you in the middle of a fucking desert! She's already had tons of sunlight exposure! Look at her, her whole fucking upper half is exposed! Her sleeves don't even go all the way up! She's got tons of sun exposure, you idiot! Is this like a do-rag of someone else's hair? I'm still confused by this. It's clearly like a cap. But why does it look like hair? Why does the hat have pigtails and then long hair? I don't understand.
No, I cannot do such a thing.
Well, suit yourself. I'm just gonna be here licking your thighs, so buckle up, kid. I don't care if she wants to do this the hard way. Okay, I'll see this through until the end. You know, no comment on the hard way comment. I've nearly managed to stop the blood flow anyhow. Thank God that saliva can do that. A few more awkward moments pass between us as I continue. And then I blacked out. With just a few more licks, I'm able to clear up the last of the blood flow. Why'd we have to go to a black screen for this? I don't know. I'm relieved to have this over and done with. Should I offer her my hand to help her up? Or would she reprimand me for doing so? Dude, you just licked her thigh, you know? I think her touching your hand is probably fine. I'm too late. She's already collected herself. I'll give her some time to remove the sand clinging to her dress. Oh, I wish I could see this, or anything. Good, the desert. Great, I missed this. Are you ready to continue? Continue. We haven't gone anywhere.
Quite.
It seems Ara has somehow managed to recollect that calm air of hers. Yeah, she's actually got a bottle of air. It's labeled calm. So she just drank some of that. However, am yet to be rid of her aftertaste. Ew. Don't phrase it like that, dude. I suppose I could just spit out the remaining blood, but I think this one would faint from such a sight. I don't think she would. She watched you lick that blood up in the first place. She'd probably be fine. I'll just swallow it. Perfect. Everyone likes a girl who swallows. Part of me wishes I could wash it down with water, even though I know that isn't an option. Actually, we have water, so it is an option if you remember back to when you said we had water. I know it's for drinking, but you would be drinking it, so it would probably be fine. But anyways, if it were, I wouldn't have to do such a thing in the first place. Not true. You couldn't use it before because it would be wasting it. But whatever. Ha! I bet she thinks I'm weird doing that without a second thought. Well, joke's on her. She's weird. Ha! Fucking got her. Oh well, doesn't matter. I did what had to be done. Kind of. I've always known this was a thankless job. Yeah, no one ever thanks me for licking their thighs, bunch of prudes. I'd hope that having company would distract me from such thoughts. This is no good. I'm working. The client comes first. That's actually my motto too. Always make sure the client comes first. That's how you get a good tip. I have to give her my undivided attention. Now that I think about it, this girl is really lagging behind me. It's almost like she has a leg injury. I know she was injured a short while ago, but I figured she'd have recovered by now. Yeah, I licked the shit out of it. Shouldn't that have healed it completely? She should be running by now. Any normal person would have. That's not true at all, but fine.
Right. She isn't normal. She's a mutant. She's a cat. She's a
bird, I don't know. I've been trying to ignore it, but things like this make that impossible. I shoot a quick glance behind me. You wouldn't think she was hurt at all, judging by her expression. I don't get these royal types. If she needs me to carry her, she should just tell me. But I can already imagine how she'd react to a suggestion like that. She'd probably be fine with it, because I already licked her thigh! So, like, who fucking cares? Oh, and then I lost color sight, apparently. Hey, if you need my help, all you have to do is say, so my job is to look after you. I think we're imagining the situation. You know, I'm not bragging or anything, but these muscles aren't just for show. They're also for lifting things. I could carry you with ease. Who's Ease? Is that like our partner?
How on earth could you even deign to suggest such a vile act? Your ruffian hands shall not dare touch a single hair upon my royal head.
Which set of hairs, though? I'm kind of confused here. Was that also labeled imaginary aura? That's amazing. Yeah, that's exactly how it would go. Except that's not how it would go, because she would say, you know what, person who's already licked my thigh? Who fucking cares? Look, it's nighttime now. A gentle tapping on my shoulder makes me turn around. Oh, so she finally managed to catch up to me. You're a terrible bodyguard. You're just abandoning her in the desert. She seems a little troubled, though. Perhaps she's going to request I carry her after all.
My apologies for questioning your methods. I simply wish to know when you plan on proceeding.
What the fuck are you talking about? Haven't we been walking for the past entire day? Or have we just been sitting around fucking jerking it this whole time? I can't believe I got so carried away with daydreaming that I stopped moving. Why'd we stop moving? You stupid idiot, you can walk and daydream. I do it all the time. Oh crap, I hadn't even noticed that night has already fallen. How long were we daydreaming for? What am I, a damn rookie? I didn't get as far as I have, making mistakes like this. Are you having trouble continuing? I'm content to lend you my arm if need be. Who the fuck is saying this? Are you thinking this in your head? This sentence doesn't make sense to me. How can you... That was her. How can you be offering me help when you're the one who's injured? I don't mean to overstep my boundaries here. But out of the two of us, aren't you the one who needs help? Yeah. Suck on that, female.
How preposterous. My condition is fine now.
Okay, cool. Then let's run. Really? Because it seems like...
Please do not concern yourself with my well-being.
I'm your bodyguard, you stupid idiot. That's the entire job description I have right now. As much as I'd like to tell her doing that is very much in my job description, well said. The severity of her tone warns me to leave the topic alone. If she refuses to ask for help herself, I'll just have to make her accept it instead. Yeah, just scoop her up. I need to come with an excuse for us to take a break that won't disrupt this journey too deeply. I don't want to, but considering her earlier offer, I could fake an injury. Why? But it'd make me look so incompetent. I don't want her to think of me like that. I want her to recognize me as someone who can competently protect her. My work is all I can take pride in. Even so, I can't let that pride get in the way of it. She's clearly in denial about the state of her injury. If she carries on like this, she'll only end up making it worse. I don't see how she can make it worse. It's already fully healed. Remember when we licked it? I'll just speak up instead of thinking about this anymore. Look, I know this isn't exactly the plan, but what do you say we stop for the night? Was the plan not to stop for the night?
I had naturally assumed we would be doing so from the start. Do you mean to tell me that until this point you seriously intended to do otherwise?
Ugh! If only I wasn't being paid to protect this girl. What does that mean?
Please do learn from this and take some consideration before speaking next time.
Wow! Don't be rude! I want to pull on her stupid-looking hair horns. That's a good description of those, actually. That'll teach her to try and teach me. Well said, Alpha. You really do have a way with words. I didn't know she was a poet in this version.
Let's make haste to set up camp. You may dally all you wish afterwards.
Man, Alpha's really terrible at her job in this version. Allow me to correct myself. I want to cut her stupid hair horns off. Yeah, that'd show her. People hate when you cut off their hair horns. Regardless of my feelings towards her, I don't get paid to idle. I start busying myself with setting up camp for the night. Doing this is second nature to me by now, so I managed to finish in record time. If we weren't planning on stopping for the night, why do we have camping supplies? I don't know. That's weird. Is this my way of trying to show off in front of her? If so, that is fucking pathetic. Who impresses a girl by setting up camp really quickly? Oh, let me tell you about how we met. We were in the desert and she set up camp so quick. Oh my god, it was so hot. No, nobody has ever fucking said that. That's not real. Ara has perched herself out of the way since I began. It seems she'd managed to read the mood, as she didn't bother to offer to help. As she should, because she's paying you to do this. And she's a fucking princess and probably doesn't know how to camp. She knew she'd only get in the way. I'm rather grateful she gave me the space to do what I do best, which is apparently fucking setting up camp. My life is so sad. Perhaps I've managed to re-inspire some of her lost confidence with this display. Or perhaps that's nothing more than my own wishful thinking.
Pardon me.
As if reading my thoughts, she approaches me. It's done now, so you can go ahead and sleep first. I'll keep watch. Don't want those desert bandits to come get us. I apologize for my overfamiliarity in expressing such thoughts aloud, but...
I thought you performed masterfully. I am thoroughly impressed. The way you set up that camp was so hot. Take me now.
Yeah, she didn't say that. You'll recognize that she didn't fucking say that, because nobody thinks that! What, am I supposed to be happy about that? Yeah, probably. That was your intention, right? No, that isn't what I meant to say at all. Yeah, Alpha. Shut your stupid mouth. Oh, I can't take it back now. Except you can say, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean that. I just have no experience in being praised like this. I don't know what to do. Well, being a rude piece of shit is not the solution, I'll give you that hint. Her smile remains exactly as it was before. She doesn't seem bothered by my retort in the slightest. Well, she seems a little bothered.
It would be quite presumptuous for me to say that you ought to be, would it not?
Well said, Ara. Well said.
If you were to harbor such feelings at my words, however, such a reaction would cause me to be happy in turn.
I fucking hate the way this girl talks. Speak like a normal human. I know you're a princess, but stop putting on your haughty airs. You're not impressing me. I'm like 90% bandage. I'll fucking stone cold stun you. I don't understand how this girl thinks at all. She probably thinks, hey, this girl's protecting me through an apparently dangerous desert. Maybe I shouldn't piss her off. Maybe I'll just be super nice until we get to where we're going. Also, she licked my thigh, so let's not make things weirder. She doesn't show any signs of wanting to leave. What does she want from me? Just lick her thighs more. She seemed to enjoy that. Say, what are you waiting up for exactly? A bedtime story? Ooh, can you please read us a bedtime story, Alpha? I'm sure you have the best stories. Her eyes momentarily light up.
As wonderful a suggestion as that is, it's not quite what I had in mind.
Oh. Bow chicka wow wow. Please don't take something I meant as a joke so seriously. So what is it you're after then?
Would you mind watching the stars with me? In my current state, I am unable to fall asleep.
We don't have to watch the stars. I'm pretty sure they ain't fucking going anywhere. We can just look at them, you know? Wouldn't this count as overtime? I don't think you get paid overtime. Well, I'm supposedly being paid double anyway. I might as well entertain her request. Yeah, and it's not like you have anything fucking better to do anyways. You were gonna keep watch. It's a desert. You can see for miles. There's nobody here. Alright, I'll go grab a blanket, which I apparently have in my non-existent backpack. And then I blacked out. She's so confusing. Is she toying with me? Or is this real? She's so confusing. Is she toying with me? Or is this really just a menial task to her? I don't know, and I can't afford to care either way. With the blanket secured, I motion for Ara to move to the spot I know will offer the best view of the night sky. It's a desert, right? All spots are created equal here. There's nothing that could possibly block the sky except a cactus. Wow, this is pretty cute. Looking back on the day so far, this certainly isn't how I expected my night to go. I'm stuck looking up at the sky with her right next to me. If they hold hands, I am going to squeal so loud because that will be the most adorable thing in the history of the universe. I suppose stuck is a harsh term for it. All things considered, I could be much worse off. Yeah, you could be dead. At least I got the hidden benefit of breathing in her sweet scent. There you go, making it weird again. But, you know, whatever. I'm still clueless as to why she wanted me to do this in the first place, though. Ooh, I know. Stars are pretty and she wants to look at them. I know there are tons of other ways she could have induced sleep. Yeah, she could have hypnotized herself or taken a bunch of sleeping pills, which we obviously carry with us. So why this? Did she just... No, that's ridiculous. What's ridiculous? Want to look at the stars? Yeah, who wants to do that? There's no way someone like her would want to spend any unnecessary amount of time with me. This isn't unnecessary, though, because she hired you to walk her through... You really don't know the situation at all, do you? You know, that's just the way it goes. I'm not bothered by it.
I was wondering, since you demonstrated your talent today, would you like to know of mine? It's sex, for the record.
I suppose it can't hurt to go along with her. What's that, then?
I know of and can identify every constellation in the sky.
That is not impressive in any way, shape, or form. Nobody fucking cares. It's a bunch of dots. Pfft, what's the big deal about knowing a bunch of star names? Sounds like pretty useless book stuff to me. Pfft, book stuff? What a fucking nerd. Nerd!
Oh my, perhaps the benefit of being able to locate oneself?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're not a star, you idiot.
If you cannot even guide yourself, how on earth do you plan to lead me?
Well, you see, I know where we're going, and I'm just gonna go there, and you can follow me, and then we'll get there. It's pretty straightforward, really.
Perhaps hiring you was a grave mistake.
Yeah, probably. Ah, that was a joke. A joke. It wasn't a joke, but I'll say it's a joke. I cannot afford to lose this gig thanks to me and my loose tongue. Yeah, no fucking kidding, you have a loose tongue. Is this what I deserve for trying to rag on her? Yes. Uh-huh. She's a princess who's paying you to not be an asshole, and you're being an asshole.
If that quip was in jest, then prove it.
How do I prove that? Forcing me to put my money where my mouth is. She's wiser than I'd thought. Well, she does have the Triforce of Wisdom, so that makes a lot of sense. Alright, you see that small cluster of stars over there? That's called the small cluster of stars. Nailed it. She nods in response. That's Orion's belt. Wow, that must be hard to pick out. I'm joking, it's the easiest fucking thing to see in the entire universe. Her face remains unimpressed. I proved myself, didn't I? Why isn't she reacting?
I'll concede. I did not foresee you proving me right.
What? I got it right! I know I did. Right? The sound of stifled giggling interrupts my thoughts. Hey, are you really royalty? This display of poor sportsmanship is enough to make me question it. There you go being an asshole again. You just have to not do that. I mean, I guess I should be grateful you didn't just grab her tits like you did the last one. But still.
If I am not, my life has been quite the falsehood.
You know, it's useless to hold back your laughter at this point. Go ahead, mock me as you please. Also, fuck you. The reward is more than enough to make me put up with this kind of behavior. I've survived much worse. I'll get through this too. Her gentle, dainty laughter echoes beside me. It's as if she really was just waiting for my explicit permission. A few moments pass by before she manages to regain her composure.
I'm afraid I must ask for your forgiveness yet again.
It's cool, dude. You're allowed to laugh. Well, that's certainly not what I expected to hear coming out of her mouth.
You did in fact answer me correctly.
Then what did you go and act as if I didn't for? She's an asshole.
I only wished to tease you a little in return. All I did was plant a seed of doubt within your mind. You, however, are the one who gave it room to grow.
Oh, wow, so wise.
Even I did not expect it to bear fruit so quickly. You truly are an enigma.
No, an idiot. And you truly are a royal pain. And there you go, escalating the situation again. Stop talking, Alpha. You're gonna cost yourself the reward. Ah, the more I interact with her, the less peace I get. So why can't I stop myself from reacting?
I'm sorry for being so troublesome. This is my first time interacting with someone outside my village.
How is that possible? Where were you before that I have to take you to the village? Did you just wander to the middle of the desert and go, oh shit, I better hire a bodyguard to walk me back to the village?
I suppose this is my way of testing our boundaries. In doing so, I have begun to lose sight of what is acceptable of me.
Okay, spoiler alert, we don't have any boundaries. Remember when I was licking your thigh? Yeah, that was like minutes ago, dude.
To think so many years of teaching could decay so fast when left unnurtured. It's a marvel in itself.
You know, I'll forgive you this time if you stop talking. I don't have a clue what she's on about. Why would she treat me any different from one of her village subjects? Oh, because most of her village subjects probably never licked her. She mimes sewing her mouth shut in return. I wonder if she took that as an order to be silent for the rest of the night.
I promise not to bother you any more after this, so would you kindly allow me to speak plainly for a moment?
I'll allow it. Clearly not. I have no idea why she insists on asking for my permission beforehand. Well, if this is what it takes to make her feel comfortable, I'll just go along with it. If she's willing to talk, I'm willing to listen. Yeah, go for it, whatever.
I'm grateful you made us stop here early. I'm fully aware of your true intention in doing so.
Yeah, I just want to lick your thighs more while you're asleep. You fucking caught me, dude. What? I tried so hard to hide it.
You really are quite simple-minded. Your face so easily betrays your mouth.
I think that's just a nice way of calling Alpha a fucking idiot.
Seeing you think you had me completely fooled, it was awfully amusing.
I don't know how to feel about the smile on her face right now. Hey, are you making fun of me? Oh, and here I thought she was stupid. She caught that right away.
How could you possibly think that I wasn't? See, this is what makes you so fascinating.
Oh yeah, I get it. I'm nothing but an object to you, oh royal one.
Well, I dare say you are about as easy to read as one of my books.
To my surprise, this one had quite the mouth on her after all. Full of cheek now, are we? Let's see how amused you are by this time tomorrow. I'm gonna give that slender body of yours a workout you'll never forget. Oh, baby, okay, this escalated quickly.
Oh, I must confess one final sentiment. Thank you for showing me these stars. I greatly enjoyed seeing them.
Oh, you're welcome, because you definitely couldn't have seen them without me, right? Her earnest words silenced any retort I could have blurted out. And then I fell asleep. For a moment, my mind blanks. I want to ask. I have to know. My mouth starts to dry as I remain silent. It feels as if I'm being choked. My words refuse to form. One word. If I can just say one word, the rest should follow. Is? Nailed it. That's one word. Easy. The imagined pressure surrounding my throat rises. Come on, it's just a little more. One final push. I believe in you. Is that because you saw them with me? No, she just likes stars. Ah, I'm so glad it's nightfall. Within this darkness, I can pretend my flushed face isn't really there. I often pretend my face isn't there. That's a great, fun game. You know, the lack of response is starting to get to me, though. I may not have much experience in holding a conversation, but even I know that kind of question warrants an immediate response. Are you? Have I upset you? If I have, I wish she'd just tell me, rather than subjecting me to this silence. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but aces. Please say something, even if it's just to tell me that I did. Oh, that I upset her. Got it, I'm following. My heart can't take much more of this. Oh, my poor heart. I feel nauseous. I vomit on her. She vomits on me. I can't stop my ugly words from spilling forth. Just admit I disgust you already. You've got to be kidding me. Falling asleep at a time like this? You're far more cruel than you appear. I know I should keep quiet, yet part of me wants to punish her a little. Would it really be such a crime if I were to wake her up? Yeah, she's paying you. Don't fucking wake her up, you idiot. I feel it should be something more than that. What do you mean? After all, she didn't nearly give me a heart attack. If not her rest, then what? What else can I take of equal value from her? A chill wind suddenly blows past, causing me to quiver. That's it! I know exactly what I want from you now. Your warmth! I cast a glance toward her hand lying beside me. It looks incredibly small and fragile. I crush it in my fist! Suck it! I doubt its entirety would be enough to warm even my smallest finger. Is this really worth the hassle? Spoiler alert, no. Obviously, we're gonna hold her hand.
Oh, it's so cute! Look at it!
That's so cute. I fucking warned you guys this was gonna happen. Without room for hesitation, I hastily wrap my own hand around hers. My grasp is firm yet gentle. I'm still wary of waking her. I dread to think of what would happen if she caught me. Putting my own fears aside for a moment, the difference really is remarkable. I had no idea this is how a hand could feel. What are you talking about? Soft, warm, and pleasant, unlike all other hands I've ever touched, which are hard, cold, and angry. My own are simply coarse, cold, and clammy. I was surprisingly close with my description. I'm not really doing this because I'm cold, though. I'm doing it because I want to fuck her. I mean, what? This is what you get for making my heart beat faster. Yeah, how you like this? I'm doing this because I'm petty. I really hope the sweat building in between our interlocked fingers is enough to startle her awake. Dude, she's blushing. She's already awake. I've heard tales that say princesses are much more sensitive to being woken. Okay, that's an offensive stereotype. How dare you? Even though I know this was my own rash idea, I'm beginning to regret it already. If only there were a way we could correct the situation. The sensation itself is pretty pleasant, but I feel what I'm doing is incredibly wrong. Arya, what would you think of me if you knew what I'm doing to you right now? You're just holding her hand, dude. Let's pump the brakes here. Like, last episode you were fine grabbing a space captain's tits. Now you're being weird about grabbing someone's hand. She'd hate me, no doubt. I wouldn't blame her at all. Why do I suddenly care what she thinks of me? What do you mean suddenly? You cared about what she thought of you like 5 minutes ago, too. I don't want to believe I've allowed myself to become attached to her already. Nothing could ever happen between us. Even though I know that. Well, I mean, something could happen. You could lick her thighs, for instance. That's another part of me that doesn't care. Sorry, there's another part of me that doesn't care. It's the same part of me that just wants to get close to her. How is it possibly the same part? The part that wants to find out just how much more this girl has to offer. I know exactly what's causing me to feel this way about her. It's her fucking titties. Even so, I cannot allow it to get in the way of my work. Ara, I'll protect you. Good, because that's your fucking job. Even if it's from myself. Dun, 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 I am my own worst enemy. That was the sound of her, listening to Linkin Park and cutting herself or whatever. Oh, look at this. A super buff genie appears for no reason. That's great. Oh, are you having fun on your little journey? If you aren't, you should be enjoying yourself while you can. This is a girl, but I'm giving her this voice anyways. Oh, I'm such a jokester. I, for one, can't stand all this sappiness. It's enough to make my skin crawl. It makes me want to taint it with my own brand of fun. What in the fuck does that mean? You are scaring me, surprisingly sexy genie, but whatever. Tell me, how much do you think life is worth? At least 25 cents, I would say. Ho ho ho! The correct answer is as much as my own amusement lasts. Hey, want to make a deal with me? Yeah, sure, why not? I want that girl for myself. She's an incredibly valuable asset. If you make it easier for me to get my hands on her, you're really gonna have to be more specific. There are actually 2 girls, if you were watching. I can guarantee you an outcome far more entertaining than anything you'd experience otherwise. Well, you don't have to give me an answer now. I trust you'll make the right decision. So you better not make me regret that, got it? I have no idea what she's asking me to do. Or else I have to waste more of my precious time ensuring that you can never double-cross me again. I can't double-cross you. We never had a deal. This is the first time we've met in person. Awesome. What a fucking weird way to end that demo. But sure, why not? That's the end of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you liked that. And be sure to tune in on Thursday for Jayla's demo, which is going to be a fucking thrill. I bet it's fucking pineapple shirt. I'm excited to date a girl in a pineapple shirt. So join me then if you're also excited to see a girl in a pineapple shirt. I'll see you guys then.